Great. Hello, welcome to our health shop tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about stress relief and breathing. Dr. Mark's going to go first with staying calm among chaos. Dr. Chip is going to talk about the nervous system, and then I'm going to talk about emotional relief. So up first is going to be Dr. Mark.
Great. Good evening. Hope you're all having a great day. So we're going to talk about stress relief and breathing. Lift the breathing up to the boys here. I'm going to talk about more the stress relief side. And we're going to go into some information about this. And Dr. Chip's talked a lot about this already, about the fight and flight, and he's going to have more information too. But I'm going to kind of do a general overview and then some of the nutritional things that you can do to help that. So staying calm, again, the average reported stress levels increased over the last 2 years in the U.S. with money, work, family responsibilities, and personal health concerns rounding out the top sources of significant stress. This is before the COVID stuff. So we're not even close to, that's all changed a lot with all the stress in the news and things like that. So again, don't watch mainstream media if you can keep from it, because they're winding everybody up. But that's a lot of stress in there. And so what we found with people is that the B vitamins set family is really important for people who feel stressed. Now, what happens with people, and we've seen a lot of this, they're stuck at home. A lot of the gals are baking and they're eating more sugar, which they should be doing, and the sugar decreases their immunity and it burns a lot of B vitamins and makes them even more stressful and anxious. So, and it's just kind of a comfort food thing, but really the opposite should be true. You should be staying away from all that junk food and really getting into as much good healthy foods as you can. Salads, good quality proteins and fats, those kind of things to help the body to handle stress. Now, what gland is important for handling stress? Well, that is your adrenal gland. Your adrenal gland is the one we use, the body uses to produce your adrenaline for energy and your own natural corticosteroids to handle inflammation. So that's what the body uses for stress. A lot of people get stressed out, their adrenals get tired, and they just can't handle stress. So the other part of this is to get that adrenal gland working really well. And then the body just handles it. You get it, and you just go, well, yeah, it's fine, and we'll just handle it and go on, but not let the emotions get out of control, and then pretty soon you're just anxious and everything's gone crazy. So we'll go to the next slide. The relaxation response is the counterpart of the stress response, a physical state of deep rest that changes physical and emotional responses to stress and may, in fact, counter stress's harmful effects. So in our office, what we're doing to help patients with that, again, a lot of the B vitamins, we call it cataplex G. Standard process takes your B vitamin complexes and divides them into the sympathetic side, which is the cataplex B. That's your fight or flight side, which people are already got wound up. And then cataplex G is the parasympathetic side, which the parasympathetic side is your system that comes up to help you to calm down and be able to relax. So cataplex G, we use a lot of that. We're using a lot of that, really both, because people are just getting kind of fried, and the cataplex B helps them to have energy, but also the G helps to balance this out. So we're using a lot of those too to help patients. Also trying to get them away from the starches, the refined carbs, and getting them to eat even better than before. Again, why is that so important? Well, let's look at this as a holistic point of view. We're wanting the whole body to be healthy. Not just worrying about the stress part, not just the immune system, but everything. And again, the way we're supposed to be eating, the foods we're supposed to help with that should help everything. More of a holistic approach than trying to only work on one thing at a time. And again, that's what we do with our nutrition response testing, is work on the whole body, get the whole body working correctly there. We have several other things too we do nutritionally to help with the on that side. Kava Forte is a nutrition. It's actually an herb. It kind of works the opposite of coffee, where you're trying to get the coffee kind of winds you up, and kava helps to calm the body down. That's something we use as an actual symptom reliever, but again goes along with our other programs of getting the body built up so you can handle stress better. The next one is relaxation techniques like meditation, breathing exercises, and guided imagery help activate your body's built-in relaxation responses. So I tell patients about this all the time, about not watching mainstream media. And what mainstream media is working in just the opposite. They're trying to wind everybody up, all the fear, all the bad stories. And they do this on purpose. It's been done for years in the mainstream media. You know, what sells papers more, a lovey-dovey story or somebody got killed on the highway? I mean, they've done this for years to us. And they really, they've got the technique very well honed, and they're doing it to us now with all this COVID business. We really want to look at, do we really need to know about every death that happens? No. I mean, 50 years ago, you wouldn't even know about any of these stories, but now we can hear about somebody who dies in Germany, like right now. So it's a thing where we just got to learn to keep away from all that news. Anything like that doesn't really pertain to us in this area or where you're living. Why do we need to know all that? It just makes the stress worse. So trying to get away from those things, and then also just choosing, in your mind, choosing to be positive, choosing to have, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to be all nervous and stressed out and fearful and hiding behind your front door and you're afraid of this, virus thing? Oh my God. No, you want to be calm and relaxed and realize that your body has the innate ability to heal itself from anything. Because if it didn't, we'd all been dead years ago, millennia ago, thousands of years ago, because the body wouldn't be able to handle it. But the body, some people's bodies, of course, succumb because they're in poor health, but most people's bodies have the innate ability and can heal themselves and handle any stress, any bug that comes along. And we could get into a little conversation on these bugs. Bugs are there for a purpose. Viruses and bacteria are there to help clean up dead tissue. They're there for a purpose. And I even noticed one today, a doctor was talking about, is there really an actual virus that is behind this? Is there really an actual? There's nobody who has really found it, been able to filter it into a system, whatever, but we're led to believe that it's this COVID-19 thing and all that. So a lot of information coming out that I hope people are looking at. And again, why is that important? Because we need to look at the immune system side, the stress handling side of the body, not the bug. Because if you blame the bug, and anytime there's a bug around, then there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that's not true. The body can handle all these bugs, whatever they are, whether they're in your body or from the outside environment. Our body's been doing it for whatever you believe in, but thousands, millions of years, whatever. So our immune systems are very, very capable of handling all these things. Again, that's why even with this crisis, the actual mortality rate is becoming so low, and that's with the skewed numbers that they're paying for. These doctors and hospitals are being paid to put these this being listed as COVID, and it's most of them aren't. So anyway, let's not go there. Let's just not be stressed. Let's stay calm and look at how many people have survived and are doing so good. And let's learn from this this problem. Let's look at the positive part of it. That maybe we're going to find it to a point where we are working towards true health in this country, not just treating everything with drugs and surgery and living on drugs and more drugs and more drugs. So I think there's a lot of positive things will come out of this. There's a lot of stats already coming out, showing how much less death there was in other things because people aren't being treated with all these medications and different things. It's a lot of information. So anyway, for tonight though, we're looking at the stress relief. Again, handling the stress, having your body being able to handle the stress because of the proper nutrition you're getting, because of the staying away from the bad foods and things, and then what you can do to help yourself. And again, breathing, meditation, positive imagery, rather than looking negative all the time, think positive. Think of the good things that are going to come from this. So we'll look at that. I think that's enough for me right now. I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Chip, and he's going to go into some more fun things. Take it away, Dr. Chip.
All right. So I'll be talking about kind of the nervous system, the brain-body connection, and how it relates to the stress relief or breathing in general. So again, going back to the three kinds of stress, again, if we want to talk about stress relief, we have to know where it comes from. So again, there's three forms. One is the physical or trauma. It's put stress on the body. The second one is the chemical nutrition factor. So any toxins kind of in food or environment or air, water, whatever. If you have too much of those, that can put too much stress on the body. But also the emotional thought. So that could be kind of related to even thinking about a public speaking. So when you think about public speaking, your heart rate starts to go up, your breathing starts to get a little different, and so that's a little stress on the body. But again, just because it's not in our environment, we can still think about it, and that's why the thoughts and emotions play a very key role in our health. So again, what causes a stressed out body, or an unbalanced body, you could say, is stress in general. And that if you keep doing that over periods of time, and if it's a chronic stress, then our bodies cannot heal using that kind of innate intelligence or this life force within us, can't actually do its job in order for us to heal properly. So then you can kind of see two sides here. One side being the sympathetic system, kind of your fight or flight system. So that's when back then the tiger was chasing us or anything like that. Now it's more of a relative. You're thinking about something you posted on Facebook that you're gonna get comments on, or everything like that. It's just these different little things cause us to get in that fight or flight system and cause stress on our bodies. So again, kind of talking about the rest and digest system. This is more of being more calm. But again, you can get shoved over too far one way or the other. You want a balanced system. So right in the middle here. So the rest and digest, again, you can be at a point where you're too tired to get out of bed. That is too much rest and digest. That's too far in that system. So we want to get back into the right, perfect balance so that we're able to maintain a good, healthy body here. And so going to more of, a lot of people think about disease as a condition that they acquire. Now, I would like to kind of help you rethink this process here. And so that when we're born into this world, or we first come into this world, we are healthy. We are very healthy things, unless there's a severe trauma when you're at birth or anything like that, or a genetic issue. But those are very rare few cases. But we are born very healthy humans and all that. And so when we have too much stress over time, that's when our bodies become at a dis-ease. Not something that you catch, like a bug or anything. And that's one theory. But the other side to look at is more of your body is not able to heal properly, causing a systemic issue or any possible health-related issues you could have. And so I put up here is that, again, improper brain functioning can cause dis-ease. Improper brain-to-body signaling can cause dis-ease. Improper body-to-brain signaling cause dis-ease. Body signaling or body system dysfunction, dis-ease. And so again, not looking for what bug is out there that's causing us harm. It's more of what's going on within us that is causing us not to defend ourselves or heal properly. So it's just another way to look at it, but I think that's more of an important way to look at it. And so that we can actually see ourselves not being victims of our environment, but more being powerful beyond measure, you could say, and that we're able to much more adapt to the stress in our lives. And so talking about breathing, again, why is breathing so important? Well, again, breathing, you do it unconsciously. It's something that you don't even have to think about it, and you keep doing it. But when you're stressed out, that's when your breathing becomes either elevated or different, you could say. And so it's one of the very things that we can actually control ourselves to get us back to proper balance, so that we can actually calm ourselves down and relieve the stress that's happening. And what this does, it actually calms the nervous system down, connects that brain and body to where now it's able to be in more of a healing mode. And so again, breathing in general brings oxygen to the body. If you're working on your breathing, if you're focused on your breathing, that helps to gain a better clarity in your mind. Again, when we have too many thoughts scattered throughout our minds and throughout the day, we get exhausted because our energy is getting depleted from all these thoughts. But if we're only focused on one thing, such as breathing, now our energy is back into one thing, and we're very well able to kind of not be so scattered with our thoughts, and our energies not depleted so much. So with breathing there, a good strategy is slow and steady. Just nice, slow breath in, kind of hold at the topmost part, and then a slow out. Again, that's just allowing you to control your breathing, to really see what you do. So again, and then breathing again. A lot of times we breathe with the chest. Now, it's not a bad thing. It's not not something that can really cause bad things. It's just when we breathe with the chest, it actually is more of a sympathetic state, to where it's kind of where you are kind of getting chased by the tiger, or in the more fight or flight mode. Your body wants to use those different muscles to expand, to get as much air in as possible, so that you can fill your muscles, kind of the bigger muscles, to run away, to fight, or anything you need to. And that was very good for our survival. But diaphragmatic breathing really helps us to calm and to regulate our nervous system. And it's because of another nerve, the vagus nerve, but that's just more off topic there. I just want to keep it simple. So it's really just kind of helping you regulate your nervous system, the brain-body connection, and it's using the diaphragm, your belly. And so really helping yourself to breathe all the way down into the diaphragm and expand that appropriately can help calm everything down. And the last thing is intention. Again, we get so caught up in what we're kind of getting drugged to do everything we want to do, or everything that we have to do during the day. But when we really place our intention on something, we give our mind a direction of where it needs to do, where it needs to go, what it needs to be doing. And so if we tell ourselves to breathe, we're breathing in very good, oxygen-rich, getting to all the cells of our body, and breathing out anything that we don't want, such as, you could say, stress or anything like that. It really helps our body to actually figure out what we want to do, and gives us a course of direction. So I think that is it for me. I hope you learned a little bit there. But up next, we have Eddie with the emotional relief. Take it away.
All right, Jeff, I'm going to take it away for you. So I'm going to talk a little about emotional relief. I'm going to do a little bit of a nice little exercise that we can kind of pertain to, because when we looked at emotions, we're looking at this beautiful beach. Let's just say you went and you got a vacation, and you paid thousands of dollars, go down on this vacation, you found this really good spot that a lot of your friends were talking about, and you go here and you're relaxing, and you're just enjoying it. I mean, look at this. You got palm, you got the trees, you got the birds and everything, but these thoughts just keep coming back into your mind. All this stress from your day-to-day life just keeps flowing in, and you're just trying to drink your Corona or something on the beach, but these thoughts just keep coming in, and you're trying to figure out, well, why did I pay so much money if I'm going to get all these same exact thoughts that I do all in my regular life? So we got to look as a sense, we go down to a place to go somewhere to just release all this stress and try to just be completely present in the moment. You're just trying to really breathe all this beautiful air, just this ocean just coming in, the sun is going through. You just want to take in everything in this present moment. And you can take it for granted, but this present moment is what we try to figure out and what we want to be at on every single day. But we got to realize when emotional stress comes in, this is where the minds try to take care or try to take control of that present moment that you're wanting to do. So when we're down in that nice little beach there, our minds have these programmed or conditioned thoughts coming in that like, oh, I gotta do my laundry or something, where you're on the beach, you don't do your laundry. But all these negative thoughts keep coming in, and that's just conditioned to just keep thinking over and over and over again. Well, if we keep doing that, we're going to find ourselves anywhere, whether it is at the beach or at the office or anything. We're going to keep having these thoughts going on. So why spend thousands of dollars when I'm going to give you a very free, easy way to actually get rid of those negative thoughts, so you can have your vacation anywhere. You can be at peace and just be in this blissful moment every single day. And the big thing we look at here is the present moment. So if we get ourselves back into the present moment, we can find ourselves in the middle of the street, actually enjoying just as much as we did in that vacation spot. Because when we do a lot of that inner work and a lot of that stuff to just focus ourselves in the present moment, the present moment is exactly what we're going for. A lot of people spend a lot of money to go on vacations just to feel that blissful present moment. But if we program our mind or find a way to just come back to the present moment, you're actually taking control of that moment in time. So your mind doesn't have the power anymore to bring more of those thoughts in. Let's just say you're in traffic. You're sitting there and all these people, there's a guy yelling at his phone or something. But if you get yourself back present in the moment, you'll see a lot of these, fun, exciting things. You'll look at another car and you'll start enjoying someone else's song, singing with it. Or just yourself, you can find yourself getting much more calmer, relieving stress by the fact that you're just observing your thoughts and not letting your thoughts control the whole environment around you. So we can make this just staying present in the moment. Even you can call it a meditation, however you want to look at it, but the present moment, if you take care of that and you make that yours, your thoughts won't be able to come in to ruin that whole situation. So sometimes I always like enjoying sitting in the car because I can make it. I have control of my present moment and not my thoughts coming in. So the only suggestion that I have for you would be inner work. So when we have this inner work, we can do it a couple of ways. We can play offensively. We can get ourselves in the present moment and just enjoy every little thing around you, every single thing that you can be super grateful for. And we can also try to get rid of that negative emotional attachments that we could possibly have in the past. I've talked about it a lot in a lot of my other videos, but the majority of the emotional things that happen is between the ages 0 and 7. And that'll continue to spiral out farther and farther. And it might even come into when you're doing in the middle of your vacation. It wasn't say like, oh, Susie picked on me at school. No, it'd be more like, someone took or someone robbed me or someone closed the door too hard or something. You'll get those very stressful situations coming to you very easily. So the big thing with that is to making sure we just get back into the present moment. And it's easier said than done, but really, the more you make it a habit with that subconscious mind, you'll find yourself getting much easier enjoying the present moment, like eating your food or enjoying company. If you're actually present, you won't have any of these other thoughts, ruining the whole situation as it is. I guess not ruining, but, make it a little bit decreased. So that's all I have for the emotional section. We're going to have a very fun time next Health Shop. We're going to be preparing for the 4th of July. So we're going to have a lot of us, maybe a handful of us, making some dishes as it relates to, healthy dishes, but easy dishes to get ready for that 4th of July. And that's going to be on the 29th of June. You can always follow us on social media and Instagram and Facebook, YouTube, Radeon. So we got this guy going for those guys, this guy going for that guy. Love us, like us. You can always call us for an appointment. I do energy coaching as well as energy healing. Dr. Chip does chiropractic work, and then Dr. Mark does nutrition work. You can call us at 217-228-2040, and we're at 2000 Jefferson in Quincy, Illinois, 62301. All righty, thank you so much, and have a great day.